Tara, babayon sila, nagbuba sila. Pagdating rin sa Gibakong, sa nilang kanina. Naku, manager, matatapang yung mga Amazonam niya, marami silang dalang, armas nila. Ay, wala naman kaming dalang armas, kundi ito lang, itak lang. Sabi ko, huwag kayong maniwala. Sabi ko ganun, wala kaming kasamang lalaki, kami lang magkapatid sa kadalawang apo namin. Ito lang, sabi ko, ang dala namin, armas namin. Baba sila, sabi ko, pag hindi kami mo ba, susunugin namin, sabi ko yan, mga kuwan na yan, bordosel at saka kuwan. Sabi ko ganun. Mga tarak, bunga ba sila, umiyak man yung dara. Sabi na, bakit dada? Ay, bibigyan rin kayo ng pera, sabi ko. Hindi kami, sabi ko, nabubuhay ng pera. Nabubuhay kami ng sariling pawis namin, sabi kong ganun. Magtanim kami na kung ano-ano ang itatanim namin, sabi kong ganun. Pero sa pera yan, sabi ko, makakita rin kami ng pera kung marami ng bunga ng produkto namin, sabi kong ganun. Simula noon hanggang ngayon, wala na nagpasok dito.
Rainforests act as sponges for the mountains. They soak up excess water and form the first line of defense for a country bombarded yearly by numerous typhoons.
Yan tubig dagat. Nakagumaya kami sa Ormoc. Kaya ayaw namin na masira ang gubat. Yan ang mahalaga talaga sa tao.
When it rains, water is released down ravines and watersheds. This supplies a country with its needs for power, agriculture, and life. Since the formation of the Sierra Madres, her valleys and peaks have broken the backs of tropical cyclones swirling from the Pacific.
Talagang baha. Pag hindi ka tumaas ng bahay mo, dala yung bahay mo. Delikado yung pamilya mo. Kailangan pagka parating pa lang yung bagyo, paghandaan mo na para tumaas ka ng konti.
These slopes, now laid bare, have lost their regulatory function. A country that has known no lack of water has too much when not wanted, and too little when needed the most. Typhoons bring the torrential rains. Waters gush down barren slopes, resulting in widened rivers, loss of arable land, and inevitable destruction and death.
Iniisip ko kung saan ako pupuntang mataas na lugar na hindi ako abutin ng baha. Lalo na kami, parang magkaganyan din, nasa gitna kami, sapa yan na malaki. Ilog ito, ito kami sa gitna. Yung ilayan ganyan ay nabubungkal na, natitibag na yung mga niyong gano'n. Kung yun ay dumiretso rin sa gitna, yan ay di wala na kami.
In 2004, 4 tropical storms hit the country in quick succession. The resulting catastrophe was beyond words. Mountain roads came tumbling down. Entire mountainsides collapsed under their own weight. Mudslides covered whole towns, burying structures, livestock, and families alike. One mountain pass had over 135 landslides. Many towns and families were wiped away from the face of the earth. More than 1,000 dead and missing, with no way to estimate the damage, cost in property and human life. before the floods had even receded. People flocked to the beaches at the unexpected windfall. Entire logs and even livestock came gushing out from the rivers. It was as if the mountain itself was heaving wood. An estimated 21,000 truckloads of wood lay beached along the Pacific coastline. Even boats were fishing for lumber in the seas. An ironic bonus for a people who had just been visited by the worst tragedy in recent Philippine history. The catastrophe was on the front page of every newspaper. A total log ban again declared by government. Days later, logging trucks were on the only passable roads. It was business again as usual.
Kami dumagit ay nagkoubos di. Untik kami di ang nagkoubos ang mag-agila. Dakalasan. Kaya panawagan ko dito kapangyarihan di tabangan di kami lalong-lalo di deputok kami at tinubuan. Nano ay halos nagkoubos di putok tapi amit din ika mukha na abang.
The Philippines has been recognized with having the greatest global concentration of unique biological diversity. It also has the greatest concentration of endangered animals and cultures in the world.
Masaya sila. Dahil kumara sa wala pang pumapatay sa kanila. Dahil kami kasi ng mga dumagat, pinapabayaan lang namin sila malaya sa kabundukan. Tulad din namin. Malaya din kami kumilos. Kaya ganun din sila, pinapabayaan namin sila. So hindi rin kami ginagalaw, hindi rin kami sinasaktan. Dahil hindi rin namin sila sinasaktan. Pero ngayon, takot na sila. Maski ahas, takot na magpakita sa tao.
The Agta are suffering the same fate as the wildlife, vanishing with the forests, coerced into new ways of living. They have had their homes cut out beneath their feet, forced to join the ranks of the majority, living as landless peasants, toiling for a day's wage.
Ngayon, iba na. Malaki nga ang pinagkaiba. Nung araw, bihira na nakikitarabahong dumagat. Kasi inaasahan, pag nakahuli ng baboy damo, may pagkain na, may bibili, may ulam pa. Eh ngayon, pag hindi sila magtrabaho, walang kakainin.
The Agta represent all that is unique in the Philippines. They embody the vast richness that we once had and have squandered. The Agta plight is the plight of the wildlife. The forests, the plight of the Sierra Madres. On the eve of their destruction, the Agta have exchanged their language for our own to convey this message for the wildlife, the forests, and our children.
Gusto ko sana sa kinauukulan na makita naman nila ang mga dumagat na nananawagan sa kanila na kung maaari ay tulungan naman nila.
Na hindi mo rin kayang gampanan. Ako kahit wala akong tungkol.